Okay, attention please. Attention please. Okay, welcome members of the Dingleberries, and welcome members of the Jupiter Springs Junior High School Honors Band. As you know, we're going to record our DoD game, and like the eminent film director John Carpenter, I prefer to compose my own music for my DoD campaigns, so thank you for helping us with that. Now, for those of you who can read sheet music, you'll find it in front of you. For the others, Derek,
go to hell,
I have provided simple charts. Since it's all written out, there's no reason why anyone should screw it up. So, let's go ahead and start off with the main theme song, if we will. Places, everyone. We, of course, have the opening monologue here. Long ago, there was an ancient time, a time of magic, a time of monsters, a time of heroes, a time of the Druids of Dragondale. In a mysterious borderland of a fading empire, our heroes, an element master, a shadow specialist, and probably a pugilist, travel to the outlying ruins called the Heap on the Borderland, there to delve boldly into the maze of chaos. No one knows why. No one can say what motivates such men. Perhaps they seek the fabled realms of legendary adventure because they are men. Not trogs, not gelfs, not munchkins, but men. Now, let us tell you of the days of high adventure. Well, that was pretty good. Dingleberries, a little less Johnny Thunders and a little more Johnny Carpenter next time, okay? And Abby, please do not make noise with your mouth until the what Jerry Garcia called the sound of heavy air is dissipated, please, while we are recording. Okay, let's move on to some loops. They might seem a little bit short, but we'll just repeat them seamlessly as needed.
You know what a loop is, dude.
Well, what you may not know, sir, is that the Belgian composer Miriam Strauss was experimenting with loops in the Victorian era, long before the so-called John Lennon made it fashionable. Of course, Strauss was silenced by Thomas Edison. We, of course, will be using modern methods, just to save some time. So let's go ahead and start with the default fantasy background loop for the game. Okay? Here we go. Okay, nicely done. That was about as close to perfection as it gets. I mean, it was not perfection. Not by any means was it perfection, but it was very, very close, and I thank you for it. That should be great for any scenes that involve, boisterous role-playing or travel sequences or scenes that are meant to inspire confidence or positivity. But now for a more somber tone. Let's do a scene for sneaking and investigations. Dickie, please do not use that yet. It's for the Castle of the Amber Princess, as you're well aware. Okay, oh, and Derek, can we have a little bit of a minimalist electric guitar on this next one, just to convey some texture, please?
Sure, bro.
Okay, great. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Well, that went on maybe for a little bit longer than strictly necessary, but I think it felt pretty good, except I'll have to remove that last drum hit so it will loop properly. What's your name? Dingleberry's drummer, what's your name?
SoCal Kyle.
Well, SoCal Kyle, this is Jupiter Springs, so let's be a little more NoCal Kyle, okay?
Whatever, dude.
All right, thank you. Onward and upward, all right. Okay, let's do the music for the background in the tavern scene. We want this to be pseudo-realistic, so pseudo-period instruments only, please. Except for you, bass player. What's your name, Dingleberry's bass player?
Radical Randy.
Okay, Radical Randy, if you could go ahead and stay on this one, I'd really appreciate it, since we don't have like a great...
Bass lute.
All right, great.
Solterium.
Let's get this done. Man, I should have not skipped so many activities at Fat Camp. Okay. Okay, excellent. Okay, you'll notice that I ran away with the microphone. That will achieve a fade-out effect, if necessary. Okay, now, let's take things up a bit with some random generic encounter fight music next in your folders there. Okay, this will be good for any combat or action encounter of any sort, really. Let's go. on the ending. I like that. Now, let's take it down a bit with the next piece, used for the Enchanted Forest and the Castle of the Amber Princess side quest. Now, Dickie, you may use the Klangenspiel. I see many of you have been looking at it admiringly. It was invented by Heinrich Kroger in 1440, but he was burnt at the stake by the Inquisition. Or so they say. Anyway, I have reconstructed the instrument with household materials after many lengthy researches. It should provide the appropriate level of mysteriousness. And go. Oops. Well, that's okay, but we'll fix that later, but no matter. Now, our heroes have reached the heap on the borderland and must face the maze of chaos. Thus, we will now proceed to record the dungeon theme loop. Now, if any of you would like to stick around later after we're done recording all of these songs, I will be recording a tutorial on proper dungeon design later on. But for now, let's just do that dungeon loop. Sorry, I left my New England digital synclaver running there. I'll have to edit that out. Well, it could happen to anyone. It could happen to anyone. Now, I can tell by looking at some of your faces that you're getting tired. We're almost done, no worries. But just to check to see that everyone is still listening, I wanted to bring in some special guests. Now, whenever I do experience point distribution in the game, I like to give a little musical stinger along with them. So, through a certain record company I know, I have brought in a band called Electrophonic Foundation to do the stinger. Yeah, just set up over here, guys.
Yeah, we got it, man. Thanks. Cool.
That's right. Okay, and experience point distribution stinger whenever you're ready.
Experience point distribution. Got the experience. Experience point distribution. Woo.
Wow, okay, thanks a lot, guys. You can go now.
What? You're not gonna party?
Yeah, thanks for coming as far as you had to come to do that for me. I appreciate it. Only you could do it.
Hey, tell your uncle we
I certainly will.
no party.
Yeah, he's a great man.
Yeah, I'll say hey to Tracy for us.
Not without a crucifix, I won't. Thank you. Okay, now the rest of you, finally, our penultimate song, anyway, the boss battle music. SoCal Kyle and Radical Randy, I'm going to need the old Iron Maiden gallop on this one. The rest of you, please stick to the minimal score as presented. This is all about the rhythm section, filling up awkward pauses while we do math in-game. There's only so much editing I can do. I just have 2 cassette players. But each one has 2 cassette decks in them. Do you know what that means? Quadrophonic bounce. Invented here tonight. I know. Thank you very much. Now, let's do the boss battle. All right, that's it, everybody. Oh, wait, I forgot almost one more thing. I need to do my closing monologue, so let's get that done, and then I will call it a wrap. Thank you so much for being here. And here we go with that closing monologue. Congratulations. Our bold heroes have passed the test. Because let's face it, they're 11th level. No one really expected a PC death. But have they emerged unscathed? The twisted ways of the maze of chaos are not to be trodden lightly, and will surely leave a mark upon our band of adventurers. What will they do now? Where will they go? We cannot yet say. Perhaps they will remain in the borderlands, turn the heap into a keep, and become mighty lords. Or perhaps they will return to the decaying empire from whence they came. No one knows the path of fate, not even the Druids of Dragondale. Okay. Oh, great. They're not going to turn off the cassette recorder. They're not going to turn off the cassette recorder. Hey, guys. Guys, turn off the